Hi everyone, Old Guy here. This novel starts out with a tiger hunt. Not an intended one. The hunter, Nam Kyun So, is out trying to get food for his family in 1917 Japan-occupied Korea. But he ends up saving a party of Japanese hunters who are out there to bag a tiger when the tiger almost bags them. Except for Nam's intervention. Given what these Japanese officers do later, he probably should have let the tiger have them. We then follow Nam's son, newly orphaned Nam Jung-ho, over the next 5 or 6 decades. And we follow Jade and Luna, newly trained courtesans, and Kim Han-chul, the ambitious rickshaw driver, and Myung Bo, and dozens of others, all connected to each other, sometimes by more than 6 degrees. See, that's the concept here, the Korean word inyon, which is the connections people have on and with each other. No, not romance or relatives, but how an interaction, even just a momentary one, carries its implications throughout the lives. In this case, Kim and Jade are inextricably linked through all kinds of events, from street protests to wars and revolution. There's heartbreak in these connections for everyone involved. The tone of the book is subdued, even when pretty horrific things happen, like the rape of a 12-year-old girl in front of her friends, and the severing of an arm with a sword. It's like, yep, well, that happened. What are you gonna do? And if there's anything that highlights the utter brutality of the Japanese occupation, it's the matter-of-fact way that this brutality is expressed, along with its aftermath. Lots of times you get the feeling that these events are merely shrugged off by the observers or victims, but that's wrong. The effects show up later. A beautiful young girl who ends up a junkie and cheap prostitute, courtesans who end up on stage and as screen stars and then completely forgotten, and lovers who turn out not to be lovers after all. Now, this is not sweeping historic saga. It's not even a family saga. It's people trying to abide tides over which they have no control, which require them to adjust, trim sail, or drown. Many times there's an almost astonishing shift of a character's viewpoint, making you think that there is an inconstancy about them, but that's not it. You do what you need to do to survive. And if the world changes, change with it or fight it, knowing that the fighters rarely survive or make much impact. Now, some of you may be put off by the tone, thinking the style doesn't fit the story. I think it does, although several times I was wondering why there wasn't a bit more reaction by the bystanders to the many terrible things that happen. I guess because they weren't really in a position to do anything about it. But you'd think there'd be more than just a raised eyebrow or two. And incidentally, I noticed that the author of this novel, Joo-hae Kim, gave herself a 5-star review and recommendation on Goodreads. Really? Wow, and here I thought all along that book reviews were for book readers, not for book writers. I guess I'm out of touch.